happy that your relationship with your daughter has improved. Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. It's Dr. Janice Fortman, and this is the Relationship Matters TV show. This is a show all about relationships, all kinds of relationships, communication patterns with relationship, and all kinds of techniques and tools that you can use to improve your relationships, whatever relationship you have, your personal relationships, your business relationships, even relationship with yourself. This evening, well, I'm saying this evening because I'm here in the windy city, Chicago, where it's not really so windy right now, but I have with me an awesome guest. Her name is Liza, and I hope I pronounced her last name right, Boubari. Liza is a speaker, an author, a certified clinical hypnotherapist who's going to share with us how to gain mental, emotional, and physical self-improvement and self-empowerment. Liza transformed lives from pain to gain using proven hypnotherapy modalities to change what we attract to our lives by changing our patterns, our thoughts, our habits, and belief. Now, Liza has appeared on CBS, ABC, NBC, and Fox, and now she is here on Relationship Matters. Do not go anywhere. I'm going to bring to you now Liza Boubari. Hi, Liza.
Hello, Dr. Fortman. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
Absolutely amazing.
That's good. Now, tell us, I told them a little bit about you, but you tell us some more about you.
Well, thank you for the invitation, first and foremost, and that beautiful intro. It's like so professional. Well, I know you are in Chicago and I am in Los Angeles, two different aspects of our country. It is almost evening here. My name is Liza Boubari. By trade, I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, stress management consultant. Yes, and I am happy to say, as an author, as a speaker, we just published actually, I became a co-author in the One Habit for entrepreneurs that just hit Amazon's #1 best-selling, and It's amazing with Steve Samlis and Forbes Riley, Les Brown, and so many others who are entrepreneurs in their way, and each one shared a one habit and how to unhabit. So it's so apropos in what I do as a clinical hypnotherapist. What we do is we tap into our subconscious mind in order to shift negative habits or habits and behaviors that are no longer working for us, so we can just shift it and create healthier behaviors and habits. So
Oh,
that's what I do.
okay. So now, how did you get into that field?
Thank you. I've been practicing for over 20 years. Over 25 years ago, I was still working at the law firm. My uh, what I wanted to be is an attorney so that I can help others serve and protect. And uh, I was a paralegal and assistant to attorney over 9 years. And prior to that, when I was married, I had an ovarian cyst. Actually, I had two ovarian cyst surgeries that my body was developing. The first one was 9.2 centimeters. The second one was 8.7 centimeters. And both times I already had the surgery. So coming out of a divorce, a lot of stress, working at the law firm for 11, 12 hours a day. And I had a second job doing event planning. So you understand there was a lot of pressure and stress and everything. I developed another ovarian cyst. And when I went to the gynecologist, he told me, well, we're going to go and have a surgery because your body is developing it real fast. And I went back to the law firm in tears.
Mm.
And it was the manager from the law firm that sent me to an acupuncturist. In our second session, he gives me a sheet of paper and says, did you know that hypnosis can help with ovarian cysts? And I'm like, what does up there have to do with down there? Right?
Right.
And at that time, I didn't even know Louise Hay. But understanding this concept of mind body connection, I was referred to a hypnotherapist. And in less than 5 sessions, I truly believe I healed myself and dissolved the ovarian cyst. And that was it. Since then, never looked back. I found a school that it was in my hometown and went to school 3 nights a week over the weekends. A year and a half later, I left the law firm, never looked back, and I've been in the business of healing within, which is the name of my business is Heal Within,
Mhm.
helping my clients, helping you and your audience, same thing, to understand the concept of how much power and control we have over our body. And our body never does anything to harm us or hurt us, but is there to protect us. And believe it or not, it was one way that my body was protecting me. And that's what I healed through.
Wow. Wow, that's really something. And I really like what you said about our bodies. Our bodies are not here to harm us. And when something goes wrong, like a pain or in your case, it's really it's trying to tell you something.
Exactly.
Right. It's trying to tell you something. Oh my goodness. And so you started this, but what made you go, did you start speaking about it first before you started practicing it?
Oh no, I started practicing as hypnotherapy, and then I added massage therapy. I'm a hugger. I'm a hands-on person, so I became certified in massage therapy, and I was doing that as well, and continued my education with my mentor and coach from the hypnosis world, and he was in the corporate world, and I started learning how to do corporate by getting my stress management certification and anger management certification. And because I came from after 20 years of working for this, I realized my transformation is because of what I healed. And I healed not only from my ovarian cyst, but an abusive relationship, pain and panic and anxiety, and I've been stopped smoking. So all that was an accumulation to also become certified in domestic abuse consulting. So all those certifications has brought me to a point that when I started doing it, not only as a therapist, I started speaking. I created events of my own. 8 years ago, I started an event called the 3E event, which is for women only. And more than 150, 180 people, we come together. It's an all day of healing. And that's where transformation begins because of speaking, expressing what's internally, what we hide, we mask, we put that band-aid on. It's peeling that away. So I started as a therapist
Okay.
and then became the speaker. And I used to write newsletters and blogs and everything. And next thing I know, I have 3 self-published books of my own and became involved with Forbes Riley and Steve Samlis with the One Habit only this year.
Oh, wow. So now you said the 3 E's. Now what is that?
Well, my favorite number is 3 because I believe in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Me,
Okay.
myself, and I. I was born on the 3rd. So
Okay.
3 is so
Don't tell
significant.
me March 3rd now.
Are you March 3rd?
No, I said, don't tell me March 3rd. No,
Oh, no.
so I'm going to have to ask you about my number a little later, but go ahead.
By all means, I know everything about numbers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so 3 times 3 is 9. 9 is a number of completion, is the 9 months of birthing. And in the old ancient days, for a lot of people who don't know, I love history, is when it took 9 years, 9 months, 9 weeks, and 9 days to the ninth hour and the ninth minute that they would open the doors to a church. That's how long it would take to build a church, to open the church for everyone to come in.
Really?
Right. So 9 is such a significant number. And anything you add or multiply or do anything with 9, it becomes a 9. So it's a number of completion. So the 3E is 3 times 3, right?
Okay, yeah.
The first E stands for evoking. Evoking what was, which is, that's how I do my modalities. It's my signature 3E. Anything we want to do as a therapist, as a doctor, in a relationship or personal, we have to go back to a time and a place. And it can be a week ago or all the way to our childhood. It doesn't matter because not everything stems from our childhood, although we think so, but it could be just a yesterday. So we evoke that and we bring it to surface.
Okay.
And then we have to embrace it, embrace the reality, embrace the here and now in order for us to move forward, to evolve to the next level, to what we desire. And that's how the 3E was born.
Oh,
And I like to call it, instead of talking about your story, your story, your story, what's your past? The evoking, once we evoke it, now that's part of our history. We
mm-hmm,
don't bring history to our present life all the time.
mm-hmm.
So let it be history so that we can deal with the reality so we can move on to the next level.
Oh, wow. I need to come to you.
By all means,
I got some history.
let
Wow.
go of your history. You're not there anymore.
Okay. All right. I'm not there anymore. That's okay. But you know what? I'm going to veer off because you said something about numbers. My number is 5.
What month?
December
Ooh,
5th.
12-5. Okay. 5. It's the hand that can handle a lot of things. And you strive to balance your family, your education, your personal life, which is your sexuality and everything, your marriage and relationship, and your spirituality. So in life, you're constantly striving and you're balancing and can handle things so much better than most people, because you can put it in the palm of your hand, you close it, or when you want, you can open it and release it. You
That's
have the ability.
wow. That sounds just like me. My husband, wait, my husband is sitting. Oh, is that me? He says, yes, that's me. Oh,
Awesome.
wow. That is amazing. That is amazing. And now do you work mainly with women?
I not mainly, but
Okay.
most of my client, I can say 70% of my clientele are women. And of course, I see children. I work with a lot of children from 8 years old, 8 years over. I've got kids who have come to me even at 7 years old or 6 years old. I say eight because it's much better after seven, because until 7 years old, we're just molding, we're just incorporating things. After seven is when we develop to a point of understanding how to have a understanding of our feelings and have the feedback correctly. So there, I've worked with children with fears, phobias, panic, from bedwetting all the way to a lot of anxiety, IBS, children, even adults. So those are things that hypnosis can help, and most people are not understanding. When I work with, I say from birthing all the way to grieving, is because I work with women who, from the time that they cannot conceive, and they've tried everything in vitro and they've done everything, they
Mm-hmm.
come, and sometimes it's just an underlying subconscious emotional block that does not allow the body to conceive or to hold it, and we can heal that part of it. So it's the disconnect. And why is it? Because the body, again, is safeguarding us for something.
Oh, I never looked at it like that. It's
Mm.
very interesting. Very interesting. I have to go back because someone put a question here because I
Oh,
guess I opened
please.
up. So I'm going to put it here. Um, Patrice Turner wants to know, how do you know what your number is and how do I know mine?
Well, I'm
I open up a can of worms.
I know a little bit about numerology, but I am not a numerologist. I
Okay.
have enough knowledge for myself, a personal, and for those who come, I look at their chart and everything so I can have a better understanding of who they are. When is your birthday?
Okay, Patrice, you got to put that in
Yeah.
when your birth date is. And while she's putting that in, gee, it's like all of a sudden, woo, all these comments because it's
By all
so.
means, I'm open for any question. If there was anything I can help, yeah.
So, well, let's see what we have over here. Well, just this is not a question, but she's saying
Amazing and
amazing.
interesting information. Hello,
Very.
Maxine. So glad you're enjoying it.
Maxine is my workout buddy, and yeah, right. And we're really working out now because we've gained a little weight, you know,
Mm,
because we've been sequestered. Okay, so Patrice says her birthday.
825.
Yeah.
Okay, so eight, she's a lion. She roars. And at the same time, she's a lion. She can also come across a little bit vain. And she can also, while she's all that, I believe you are also, you can find a little bit of peace and harmony, striving for balance, constantly striving for balance. You are a great connector, and you like to do things with someone else, and that's how you handle things much better, when you do things in a group or with someone else instead of on your own.
All right, Patrice. That sounds like you.
Is it?
I think so.
All
But
right.
yeah, I think so. I've been knowing her for a while, so I think so. But I want to talk about something else.
Sure.
I read where you said, accept the beauty that others may not see in you. How do you do that?
Hmm. I just had a client who's constantly striving to fix a relationship, and it's a business relationship that the other person is asking for things for them, and she feels constantly in the wrong. Her background is coming from a very stable, loving, nurtured, loved childhood. So the beauty inside is, doesn't matter what she looks like, she sounds like, how big she is. She likes who she is because she feels good with who she is. And that's our beauty. Our beauty is not our body from the outside, because the outside, it can be modified. It can be, see,
Yeah.
because of who we are. Um, we constantly, some people think that they are constantly being judged. I say the contrary. It's not that we are being judged, but we are being uh, compared. People are analyzing us. They are comparing us with themselves or with someone else, or they're analyzing to find, uh, am I a good fit? Is that person good for me? How is that energy? It's that comparison, analyzing, reasoning, judging. That's the fine line that we have between our conscious and our subconscious. But we cannot be judged because they don't know the insight, unless you know someone very well or intimately, like your coworker, you meet with her, or your trainer that you are buddies with and you're constantly with each other, or your BFF. That's when you can say, okay, stop judging me.
Okay.
But everything else is comparing the hair, the look, and it to see, do I want to like this person or not? So what we are doing is trying to fit, does that person, do I feel comfortable? Do I feel trusted with this person? Not that I know who you are, because it's going to be difficult to know who that person is in a first or second or even months later, until we get to know them. So what we are doing is we are comparing and analyzing the front, the
Right.
surface.
Right. Right.
So the beauty is to allow who we are come forth,
Okay.
and be comfortable with who you are. And
Okay.
then the body will like you and say, oh, you like me? Let me do everything to make you happier.
Oh. Oh. And I think I really like that when I saw that, accept the beauty that others may not see in you.
Mm,
I really think that's something that we all should try to keep in here. You know what when I say in here, in our hearts, and
yes.
accept who we are, because we are, to me, we are all beautiful. But you have to know that you are. Yeah, you have to feel that you are. You got to accept who you are. And I think that's hard for a lot of people to accept who they really are, because it might be that they might think that, oh, if people know who I really am, they won't like me. Or some people can't accept who they are because they don't like what they think they might see. You see what I'm saying?
We all have all emotions. We can be sad, we can be angry, we can be vicious, we can be uh, spiteful. We have it all in us. We have all of that. We have the evil meets Prada. There, the devil, not the evil. I'm sorry. The devil meets Prada boss. We have every aspect of human emotions is in us. But which one do we function with?
Okay.
Which one do we make? Which one do we bring forth in order for us to be happy with ourselves? So there is a lot of things that we do. We smoke, we eat, we cheat, we steal. Everybody has the ability to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
But when it becomes destructive and hurts someone else and hurts us, because whatever we do to someone else, there are most of us, we turn around and without thinking, we can hurt someone else. Words truly matter. Words are more powerful than anything else. And when we do it, when we feel bad and we feel shameful or we feel bad inside, that's when the self-punishment starts.
Okay.
And that self-punishment is worse because we are punishing the person, the little girl, the inner child. So when that person is being punished, and if we grew up by being punished, now we are punishing again. It's a cycle. We get into that rut, I believe. And when see change in our life, I believe, Dr. Fortman, please say otherwise if you can. You are an expert in this as well, in a relationship and doing it. I believe change happens in us in two ways. One, the pain is so excruciating that we no longer want to feel that pain,
Uh-huh.
or the reward is so great we can't wait to have that.
Very true.
Okay,
Very
so if
true.
what I have felt or what is happening, it's so painful, shameful, and everything, I choose to say, you know what? I'm done. I no longer want this. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to do this. Smokers or anyone who's doing vaping, smoking,
Mhm.
eating, it's all internal, filling up that hole. There is a need
Yeah.
that we feel it.
Yeah.
And we keep putting that band-aid, and the moment the pus opens, the wound opens, we keep adding more band-aid, more stuff on it, more medication, more
Yeah.
solution, more cream, and everything. You know, I
Right.
in
Right.
order for that to heal, you got to cut open that wound and open it to a point that if there is pus in there, you gotta squeeze that pus out. You gotta cut it out, or else it's going to inflame, and the inflammation and the pain and the inflammation and the disease will start spreading and getting worse
Yeah.
internally, and you might not even see it.
Right. Oh my goodness.
So
Right.
that's what I do. I help my clients treat, if they come for smoking, you're smoking for a reason. I had someone smoke 2 packs a day, and she had throat cancer. Actually, her testimonial is on my website. In one session, she stopped smoking. One
Mm.
session, from 2 packs to nothing.
Wow.
Why?
That is
Because the
amazing.
greater reward of I want to live. And I cannot have chemotherapy while I'm smoking. She lived another 6 years. So
Wow.
the doctor said, you only have 4 months. And if I'm going to do chemotherapy, you cannot be smoking.
Right. Right. Right.
The reward of living life to see her grandkids was far greater than her need to smoke. And we went deep into that emotional and realized I'm smoking because I feel alone.
My goodness. Oh
My
my
buddy
goodness.
system.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, Lisa, I gotta go to commercial break.
Sure.
We'll be right back, and I've got a bunch of questions. so, so let us go to commercial, and we will be right back after these few words from our sponsors. Hi, we're back with Liza Boubari. So now okay, I knew I opened a can of worms as far as my birthday. So now Maxine,
Oh my God.
she wants to ask you about her birthday.
Okay. 619. All right. Friendly, go outgoing, leader, spiritual, maybe a little bit of religiously spiritual, like gospel, caring wholeheartedly, and I can say just a joy to be around.
Oh, Maxine.
Is that true?
Yes, that's my workout buddy. Yes,
That
a
is your workout money.
yes, that's my workout buddy. And I have a
Awesome.
comment here from, we were talking about our inner beauty. And this is Sarah. She says, when I was a teen, I found something about myself I thought was beautiful, and it was my fingers. Okay, all right, Sarah.
That's beautiful.
And she also said, after the death of my husband, I practiced self hypnosis she said, for a minute.
For a minute.
Maybe that's all it took. I don't know. And we have a question here from Arturo Barnes. How challenging is it to get skeptics to embrace the philosophies of hypnotherapy?
What a great question. Thank you for this question. Hypnosis is an internal process, it is not an external force. So when we say hypnotherapy, it is literally doing therapy, and we incorporate a relaxation modality, which is hypnosis, into our therapy. So, what is hypnosis? It's an internal process. Even right here, right now, as you are sitting and or standing wherever you are, just become aware of your body. Okay.
Okay.
Even Dr. Fortman, as you were sitting, I believe you were sitting this entire time, you didn't second guess the chair that you are sitting in,
Okay.
right? And the
Right.
chair has been holding your weight.
Mm-hmm.
And if the chair was wobbly, you would have moved the chair or replaced the chair.
Mm-hmm.
So there is that trust issue with yourself, your body, and something else.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as you are sitting, you have been concentrating on me, my voice, and your surroundings. As I realized, your husband is also in the room somewhere in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if the phone were to ring or he would speak to someone else, you would automatically hear them, although you are right here. That in itself says that we pay attention to so many other things, right? And yet you are focused right here. And what is hypnosis? It is a state of pure focused attention, that Zen state we go into when I'm saying men because women, men and women, when there's a football game and we're all in there and there's something else happening somewhere else, or the husband and all his buddies are into it, they're like rah rah rah, or a baseball game, this World Series, and someone can be outside, the dogs may be barking, but it doesn't matter because we are focused in here. That focused attention is the Zen state. Okay. Now, when we take someone into a state of hypnosis is relax the mind, which is the analyzing, criticizing, judging part of us,
Mm-hmm.
because our mind is in two parts. Consciously, we look, listen, and learn, just like a video camera. It looks, it listens, and it learns. So it captures everything. Where does it capture to? Our subconscious mind, which is 87% of our brain is right there in the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind stores everything. It replays back. So that's why we go to another time and a place in our life, the timeline therapy, which is another modality, just like hypnotherapy, a modality that we go back in time, and it also regulates our entire bodily function, which we don't think about it until there is a dis-ease or pain or discomfort. When there is the this, that's when we pay attention to our body. Otherwise, our pulse, our blood is moving. We
Yeah.
never think about our blood as it is moving in there,
True.
unless you cut it and you start bleeding. That's when you pay attention. Oh, there is a blood coming out, or there is bleeding, and I need to stop it. Blood is here the entire time,
Right.
right? So, what is hypnosis? Imagine right here, right now, no matter where you are,
Mm-hmm.
listen to the sound of my voice and imagine in your own mind the door to your house. I know you can visualize. Every single person has a different door. Your door. Pay attention only to the door that opens to the door that you walk into your house. Imagine walking to the door and unlocking it with a key that it's either in your pocket or in your purse. You take that out and you can have a bunch of keys, but you know which one opens the door. So please put that one in, unlock the door, walk inside, turn around, and close the door. And as you are standing, look around without moving in your own mind's imagination. You know everything inside your house, your home, every object, every furniture. And if you were to close your eyes for just a second, Even the smell of your home is different than anyone else's. The sounds in that home, it can be from a dog, from your loved ones, even when they are not there, all the sounds. It could be love, it could be bickering, it can be fighting, it can be laughter, it can be joy, it can be a cry of a baby, but it's your home. And at that very moment, without even moving, you know exactly where each room is placed, even all the furnishings inside each room, because you had something to do with it. And without moving, be aware of where you are standing. And if you could take your shoes off, imagine taking your shoes off and place the bottom of your feet on the floor. Become aware of the floor, the temperature of the flooring. Is it carpeting? Is it marble? Is it wood? And at that very moment, be grateful to the home that you built, you belong to, you're a part of it, and everything else that is a part of it. Because you are surrounded with a roof over your head and God's light that protects you and surrounds you. You are safe in your body. You are safe in that house. You are safe where you are standing. That is a guided visualization of hypnosis for us to know safety within. And there are so many who do not feel safe in their home. And that's why I keep them near the door. So if they need to, they can walk out.
Oh, wow. That was amazing. I was right there with you. Wow. And I hope all of you out there that are viewing and listening, I hope you were right there with us. That was really amazing. Yeah. I have to talk to you later, tell you what I felt.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So
You know,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
so one of the questions that I ask is, when you go into hypnosis, can you hear everything? Yes, because when we are doing therapy, you are speaking, we're having a dialogue, and you are responding either with your finger or having a conversation with me in that state of utter relaxation. Or else I would have a pile of people in my room all day long that they have fallen asleep.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
it's an amazing feeling. It's different than meditation because I believe we meditate in order for us to hit that place of feeling nothing, just peace and quiet. Hypnosis is we want to know more and we delve inside so we can bring everything, evoke all the things we need to make the changes. So self-hypnosis, I do self-hypnosis. That's how I stopped smoking. I do
Okay.
self-hypnosis to regulate my blood pressure, and I do self-hypnosis. I've had 6 root canals
Wait,
with no
wait,
anesthesia.
wait. You say you regulate your blood pressure
Yes, ma'am.
through
Yes, you can bring your blood pressure up and down. It's having a dialogue with your body.
Oh, okay.
Why does the blood pressure go up?
When you get, I don't know. I was looking at you.
Is he a doctor? Is he a
No,
medical doctor?
no, but he does suffer from high blood pressure. So that's what I
Ah,
was asking. Like why does it nervousness, excitement, happiness? Happiness? You say it could be anything.
it's hormones.
Okay.
It's the body, it's an emotional thing. So when he gets emotional, either angry or excited or something like that, the body elevates the pressure.
Okay.
So we can help through hypnosis regulate it. So when he feels it go up, I help my clients. I can help him, your husband, so that when it reaches that, automatically he can do things. It's like internal dialogue, and he can easily bring it down and lower it to a better number. So I even posted mine. Mine is 84 over, what was it? 86 over 48, my blood pressure.
Wow, that's
So mine is quite low, but
yeah.
that's how I function. So if I can do self-hypnosis and numb my gums to have a root canal with absolutely no anesthesia, and through hypnosis we do knee replacement, uh, hernia surgery,
Really?
C-sections and everything. That's how powerful hypnosis is. Hypnosis is an ancient way of anesthesia.
I used self hypnosis once to drink water. Because I know it's very important to drink water.
It is.
And so I would listen to this tape, and uh, then I would respond to certain things so that in my head, so that I would know to go and drink some water. So yeah, I self hypnosis does work. I just didn't know it would work that deeply.
Oh,
You know, oh my.
very.
Well,
It
here's a
goes to our cellular point. So every cell, every nerve, every muscle, everything in our body, we can, its patterns, work with it. Uh, Bruce Lipton, Dr. Bruce Lipton,
Mhm.
talks about that, and you can even check out his site, get his books and everything. He went from the medical to this. Dr. Joe Dispenza also has all kinds of books and everything. It's a science. Every part of it, from a doctor to validate hypnosis. Even nowadays, John Hopkins Hospital, they have hypnotherapists. We have a cancer center right here, the Disney St. Joseph Hospital, that for cancer patients and everything, in order for them to moderate pain and manage it, we work. Pain management is one of the biggest things that I work with.
Okay.
We have a client.
Yeah. It's Sandy Barney, and it says, years ago, I wanted to try hypnosis to lose weight. I saw a hypnotist who told me that only those with high IQs that could concentrate by eliminating everything in their immediate surroundings could be hypnotized. So I quietly left. Oh, wow.
Oh, by golly. There is only two people who cannot be hypnotized. Only two that
Okay.
I believe. I believe. One is that they say no.
Okay. All right.
Because hypnosis is self-hypnosis. I
Okay.
just guide you to get there, right?
Hmm.
So it is a permission. If you are not giving me permission, then you cannot be hypnotized. So
Okay.
that's one. And number two, they are on such high altering mood medication that
Uh,
it's so hard for me to take them from that level to a deeper level. That's who I think.
okay. Well, Maxine says she had acupuncture to stop smoking 22 years ago, and self hypnosis, and it is still working.
Amen.
Because we only got about 9 minutes, but I know that you're involved with a nonprofit. So
Yes.
yes, tell us about that.
Approximately 2 years ago, I started my own nonprofit, and it's called Heal Within International. So my business is Heal Within. Our nonprofit is healwithininternational.org, and it is serving motherless children. And we do it through alternative healing, creative writing, sound healing, the sound bowls and everything that works with our chakras and our uh, um, chakras. We do art healing. It's not art therapy. It's like a therapy, but it is more of a healing. Uh, Self-image, body image, and everything. Because for those who lose their mom, or mom is not in their life,
Mhm.
from the age of 8 to 17 because they're so vulnerable.
Mhm.
And mom can be incarcerated, institutionalized, lost custody of in a divorce case, or there are moms who walk out of a
Mm.
children's life.
Yeah.
Okay, either by choice or no choice. That's not the reason. But that child who's
Mhm.
very vulnerable, going through pain,
Mhm.
sometimes even shame for not having a mom, or have constantly looking for that. So
Mhm.
that internal desire, I'm not good enough. Where is my mom? Where is that loss? That pain that is within them. We do it through alternative healing, and hypnotherapy is a part of that as well. So that is, it started because many years ago, I had a client who her father brought, she was 14 years old at that time when they brought her to me as a client and for uh, anger. And she used to do a little bit of a cutting, and her self-esteem was down, and she had gained over 20 pounds or something like that.
Mhm.
In our sessions, she had done all kinds of therapy, and I'm not saying I was the first therapist. So
Okay.
she had seen a psychologist. She was on medication, and her father was a doctor, is a doctor still. And when they brought her to me, it was more of the self-esteem part of it and the weight and anxiety.
Mhm.
I'm working with her. It was our second session when we were having a dialogue and she started crying and everything.
Mhm.
Uh, she told me that she feels responsible for her mom's death. And
Oh.
it was not the first time that she had expressed that because she had already done the therapy. But when she started crying and she was saying, it's my fault, I turned around and I said, you know what? It is not, you are not that powerful
Mhm.
to kill your mom. Because when she was 11 years old, she was having a stay over with at her cousin's, and
Mhm.
approximately 11 o'clock, she calls her mom, come and pick me up. And mom says, stay the night. You wanted to be there. I'm tired. She
Okay.
keeps calling. She keeps calling, and mom gets in the car to come and pick her up. On the way, she gets into an auto accident and dies the
Mm.
next day. She took it upon herself that if it wasn't because of her, mom would still be there.
Yeah.
So, in a way, it's a big burden for an 11-year-old child.
Definitely. Definitely.
And that became the way that she started overeating, hurting herself, not liking herself, and having all that tantrum and anxiety and everything. So, what they were dealing with is for her to feel good about herself. But what I did at that one moment, I don't know what came over me. It was not hypnosis. It was like saying, you do not have that much power. And I took that power off of her. And for the first time, dropped. And she started crying for her because she had taken all that burden.
Uh,
That's
uh,
a lot of weight. That's a
yes,
lot of
for
burden.
a child. Yes. So,
So
Lisa,
that's one of the beginnings of what
but
started that whole thing. Plus, so many others who feel that loss has affected their life in their adulthood. So, what we do, we help them thrive as adults.
all right. So, if they want to get, if you want to get in contact with Lisa, it's I've been running across the bottom of the screen. Oh my goodness. This has been so amazing, so amazing. But you should go to her website, and that's healwithin.com. And if you want to know more about her nonprofit, that's healwithin-international.org. And I expect all of you.
By all means, I'm
I've
open
been
to help anyone. If you know of anyone we're international, so it doesn't matter if I can help a child via Zoom, if I can help a child if they are local, by all means, this is what we do.
That is just that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And you have something special for my viewers.
I do. I
Tell us
do.
about it.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Janice. I would love to offer anyone who is interested. I have two gifts. One is my 3E system, my 3E method. I would be more than happy to give that to you, plus a an audio recording for you to relax and unwind with.
I need it.
And by all means, all they have to do is text 818 221 2797 and just say the words relax. Just say the word, text the word. Sorry, you can't say it over the
Right.
phone. Text relax to 818 221 2797. The word relax, and text magic relax 221 2797, and I will be more than happy to give that to all of you. It is by all means. Usually I say for the first three people, you know what? I want you all to feel good, relax, and unwind in the
All
privacy of your own home.
That is so wonderful. That's the word, relax, relax. And then this is where you text. I'm going to keep running it so that you can either take a screenshot after, use the right words, not picture. That's my son tells you, got to use the right words. Take a screenshot of it so that you can get this awesome, amazing gift from Liza. Liza, thank you so much. This has been so very informative, so enlightening. I am so very happy, me, that you are a guest. You were a guest on my show. This is. I have to have you back.
Anytime, my lady, anytime. It is my honor and it's a privilege to be on your show. And I thank you for the invitation. You are a grace yourself.
Oh, thank you so much. Hear that?
And by the way, for all the viewers, remember, evoke what was, embrace what is, which is your reality, so that you can evolve to your best heart's desire. You know why? Because you do matter.
Thank you. We matter. You
We do.
matter. Relationship matters. Thank you
Yes.
so much. You have the beautifully rest of your evening, blessed evening, and stay safe.
Thank you. God bless.
Thank you. God bless you too. This has been a wonderful show for me, and I really hope that all of you really got something out of it. I'm keeping that text magic there, and Adrian says thank you. It was beautiful. Yes, it was, Adrian. Yes, it was. So everyone, what I want you to do, make sure that you stay safe, and I will see you. Okay, Sandy. Yes, Sandy says on it. All right, Sandy. All righty. And I will see all of you. Now I can't get Sandy off, but I will see all of you in 2 weeks' time for Relationship Matters.